We're going to continue on this morning in the book of Matthew. Matthew was a tax collector. And if we read here in Mark 2:14, Jesus was walking by the tax office, and Mark 2:14, as he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting in the tax office, and he said to him, "Follow me." So he arose and followed him. Now, Matthew's name was also Levi, and he was a tax collector. Now, most Bible scholars think that Mark was written first. The Gospel of Mark was written first, and they're also saying that they do not believe, the Bible scholars don't believe that Matthew was written by Matthew the disciple. Now, I've always just took it for granted that Matthew helped Jesus he was the scribe for Jesus for one of his great teachings. Most scholars believe that it was written, Matthew was written at Antioch, Syria, after Roman destruction of the temple. Now that happened in AD 70, when the Roman general destroyed the temple at Jerusalem, and they think that Matthew was written by a second generation of Christians. And Matthew's vision is an assembly of the church in which the Gentiles and Jews would flourish together. And so I've always thought that Matthew was written by the disciple Matthew, but evidently Bible scholars don't think so because of the way it's written and when it was written. So we're going to start back up in the book of Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew 4:17. From that time Jesus began to preach and say, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brothers, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. Then he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Then immediately they left their nets and followed him. Going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James, the sons of Zebedee, and John his brother, in the boat with Zebedee their father. Now Jesus was related to the sons of Zebedee. He was their cousin. Mending their nets, he called them, and immediately they left their boat and their father and followed him. And Jesus went about all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing all kinds of sickness and all kinds of disease among the people. Then his fame went throughout all Syria, and they brought to him all sick people who were afflicted with various diseases and torments, and those who were demon-possessed, epileptics and paralytics, and he healed them. Great multitudes followed him from Galilee, from Decapolis, from Jerusalem, from Judea, and beyond the Jordan. Now this is Matthew 5. And seeing the multitudes, he went up on a mountain, and when he was seated, his disciples came to him. Then he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." This is called the Beatitudes. "Blessed are those who mourn, for they are comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." See, that's what God's looking for. He's looking for the meek and the humble. "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecute the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its flavor, how shall it be seasoned? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Do not think I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to fulfill the law. Matthew 5:17. Jesus came not to destroy the law or the prophets. He came to fulfill the law. For assuredly I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, not one jot, not one tittle. A jot is a period, and a tittle is a vowel sound. Jesus did not come to change any law or any statute. He fulfilled the law. He didn't change any of God's food laws, none of the laws of Moses, the 10 Commandments, none of those laws have been changed. The only thing Jesus changed was the blood ordinance involving blood sacrifice. You don't have to be circumcised anymore. You got to be circumcised of the heart. So men and women can obtain salvation by being circumcised of the heart, and by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled. Whoever therefore breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches men so shall be least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it said, those of old, you shall not murder, and whoever murders will be in danger of the judgment. But I say to you that whoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whoever says to his brother, Reka, shall be in danger of the council. But whoever says, you fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Therefore, if we bring your gift to the altar, there remember that your brother has something against you. Leave your gift there before the altar and go your way. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Agree with your adversary quickly while you're on the way with him, lest your adversary deliver you to the judge hand you over to the officer, and you be thrown into prison. Assuredly I say unto you, you will by no means get out of there till you have paid the last penny. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you than one of your members perish, than for your whole body to be cast into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you than one of your members perish, than for your whole body to be cast into hell. Furthermore, it has been said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give him a certificate of divorce. But I say to you, whoever divorces his wife for any reason except sexual immorality causes her to commit adultery, and whoever marries a woman who is divorced commits adultery. Again, you have heard that it was said of those old,